Don't blink. Knockout is guaranteed. Fabio Wardley has accepted the call out from Daniel Dubois. It is guaranteed that we are getting this fight. And this is the perfect fight. It makes sense. You got Fabio Wardley, who's on the come up and going for the heavyweight titles, maybe the Usyk fight, maybe the Moses Tama fight. He's looking to become the top dog. And then you got Daniel Dubois, who's kind of on the come down of his career. And if he loses this might be the reckoning that breaks Daniel Dubois for good, or he might come back and start to build himself back up to getting that heavyweight title. But either way, this is the perfect fight. You got one dude going up, you got one dude going down, and when they come together, can be a make or break fight for either one. Daniel Dubois proving that he is still like that old king that's made to reign. You got Fabio Wardley out with the old and with the new. So I can't wait to see this fight, but we're gonna go through a quick fight breakdown. Now, in my opinion, Fabio Wardley, his skills is beyond believable. He gives us a throwback to the 80s and the 90s, the Holyfields, the Muhammads, all of those guys where they used to have six packs, where they used to be fit. Nowadays, we got Jermaine Franklin, we got Derek Chisora, we got Gerald Miller, 300-pound, 6'4" heavyweights that's so fucking voluptuous and so fucking round that all they can do is this. And yes, it makes for a beautiful fight, I guess. A lot of violence, a lot of chaos, a lot of anger and aggression being shown. But it doesn't make like that art of boxing. It doesn't give you that essence of like, how did he do that? Oh, how do you weave that? You're not on the tip of your toes like trying to do the same moves as him. It's just violence. And yes, it's cool or whatnot, but we want to see more. Fabio Wardley, he delivers just that. He is that perfect boxer like Moses Tama is, where he has the footwork, he has the punch selection, he has the speed, he has the agility, he has everything it takes to make a great boxer. And that's what I believe we're going to see against Daniel Dubois. We're going to see Fabio Wardley moving in and out the range, slipping the shots of Daniel Dubois' wide punches, hitting them perfect with counters. And that's not to say that Fabio Wardley is going to win. This is really like a 50-50 fight, literally. So Fabio Wardley is going to have to be on his best behavior. He's going to have to land the perfect shots to tire out Daniel Dubois, and I believe he can. I believe he's going to realize that Daniel Dubois is a broad guy, and with that broadness of shoulders, his hands aren't exactly able to cover his chin the right way, and Fabio Wardley could start to punch to the body, jab, 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 and then throw that hook, throw that left hook, that right hook, maybe the cross, but start to land on that chin after going down to the body. And with Daniel Dubois, how he could possibly win this fight is using that dynamite power. He's a huge dude, I think 240 or 250 pounds. He needs to use that size to get over on Fabio Wardley. And don't get it twisted, Daniel Dubois, he has some footwork. He can move in and out the range. We saw it with Big Baby Miller. We saw it against Hrgovic. But we also saw that he gets hit a lot, constantly. He takes a lot of damage in fights, and that's going to go against him. But I digress. Moving towards his advantages is going to be his IQ. He's very intelligent. He's a very intelligent fighter, and he's a very powerful fighter. So when those two things come together in one man, that makes a hell of a fighter, a hell of a brawler. Like Crawford, a dude that gets hit a lot, but his intelligence and his power made him such a fucking beast in the ring. Nobody could keep up with him. And that's going to be with Daniel Dubois. Nobody's going to be able to take on this man, hopefully, if he uses physical attributes the right way. Now, Daniel Dubois, he can also jump, move in and out the range. He's also as physically talented as Fabio Wardley. I just don't believe his footwork is as good as Fabio. He's not as light as a butterfly and sting, but he does sting like a bee. But otherwise than that, I feel as if he's going to have to make Fabio Wardley think, make him stutter, make him kind of not want to be as confident when he's jumping in and out of range. And that's when Daniel Dubois starts to put that mind into use, where, okay, he's jumping in, and it's hard for me to catch him. Let me make him jump in. Let me make him think that I'm open. Catch him with a counter. Land that devastating cross like you did on Anthony Joshua. Start to find ways that's going to make Fabio Wardley think to the point where you can try to control what he's thinking. Like if you want him to move right, like if you want him to move left, start to control where he's thinking and see if you can start to make him think that this punch is open. Go for the chin, go for the head, and then you hit him with a devastating shot. And I feel like that's going to be the advantage on Daniel Dubois' part, where Fabio Wardley is going to be his speed, his youth. He hasn't taken as much damage as Daniel Dubois has. And so he's going to have to figure out a way to start to down that beast in him, start to lessen his cardio, start to break him down to the point where he doesn't have as much power. Then that's when Fabio Wardley is able to take control and starts to move him around a bit. Make that big ass Titan move. Get him fucking active. Make him sweat a bit. Start to drain that cardio. Start to tire him down a bit. And then you can take your advantage. And then you can start to use your speed more better than he can. And so trying to predict this fight, it is definitely going to be a knockout. They have too much fucking power. They have literally too much fucking power for anyone to last 12 rounds. But trying to judge, man, damn, I feel like Fabio Wardley's going to have the footwork, the movement. I feel like Daniel Dubois is going to have the power, but I feel like Daniel Dubois is going to get tired out and start to get confused from the footwork of Fabio Wardley, where Fabio Wardley started to land more shots as the rounds go on and on and on. And I feel like Fabio Wardley is going to tire him down like he did with Joseph Parker and start to knock him out. That's kind of just what I see right now. I see Fabio Wardley winning by knockout. And it sucks because I love Daniel Dubois. He is a magnificent fighter. And the way that he shows himself out in the ring is like, that's what we want to see of heavyweight boxers. That's what we want to see of heavyweights, of where they're landing power shots, but they're also being smart. They're not just throwing out a whole bunch of punches. They're picking their shots accurately. And that's what we love. Well, that's what we want heavyweight to become, and not the Gerard Millers. We want the Gerard Andersons. We want the Martin Bacolis. We want the Moses Atamas. So seeing that one of the greats is finna go down against Fabio Wardley, it sucks, but hey, out with the old, in with the new. Let's see what comes from this.